Most people never see kidney disease coming. There's no pain, no warning, just one small sign that almost everybody ignores. And by the time it shows up, the kidneys have already been under stress for years. But the good news, if you catch it early, especially in the first stage, research now shows that you can slow it, stop it, in many cases reverse the early damage. Today, I'm going to walk you through the science, the signs, and the 12 food that protect your kidneys better than anything else you can eat. Hi, I'm David Baker, and I help people put type 2 diabetes in remission naturally. We're the Diabetes Revolution, and we make these videos because almost everything you've been taught about diabetes is wrong. Now, before we dive in, I put together a free guide called the 6 Steps to Reversing Diabetes Naturally, and it's going to expand on what we're talking about today. You can find the link below, but let's get started. So why kidneys fail so quietly? Your kidneys filter 200 plus quarts of blood every day, recycling electrolytes, they remove toxins, they balance pH, and they help regulate blood pressure and blood sugar. And each kidney contains roughly 500,000 to a million filtering units, and they're called nephrons. But here's the problem. Once these nephrons become inflamed, clogged, damaged, they don't send you an alarm. You don't feel it, you don't know it, but the damage builds slowly. And the biggest causes, guess what? High blood sugar, high blood pressure. Now, this combination creates oxidative stress, inflammation, protein leakage, and eventually scars the filtration units. Now, what's the red flag that everybody misses? The first one. The early sign of kidney damage is not pain. It's not going to be found in the labs. It's not swelling. It's nocturia. It's when you get up in the night to urinate. If the kidneys aren't filtering properly, they'll shift more water into urine at night. And that's why you see people with this urinating 2 or more times nightly. You're going to see foamy urine. You're going to thirst more in the evening. You're going to have problems fully emptying your bladder. This symptom can show up 10 years before diagnosis. 10 years. Now, reversing this early kidney damage, this is what the research is saying right now. So in 2022, a landmark trial in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found something very remarkable. So a 5-day fasting mimicking diet once a month for 6 months, guess what the results were? It lowered A1C from 8.1 to 6.7. Reduced insulin resistance dramatically. It protected the kidney filtration, improved early stage kidney markers, reduced inflammation and oxidative stress, but most importantly, people with microalbuminuria, the earliest stage, showed a 40% improvement in kidney stress markers. That means early damage, it can be reversed. It doesn't require perfection. It requires consistent pressure reduction on the kidneys. So why do most people don't improve? Because most of the treatments focus on managing diabetes. They want to manage your blood sugar, manage your cholesterol, manage your edema, manage your high blood pressure. But this management doesn't fix the cause. If high insulin, high glucose are never addressed, the pressure never goes away. Even if labs look stable for a while, that's why lifestyle changes matter. Okay, we're going to talk about the balance plate that protects your kidneys. So when you eat, this is going to be the daily nutrition pattern that reduces glucose pressures. Okay, so the kidney protective plate, you want to start with non-starchy vegetables first. Okay, I've talked about this in other videos, but the fiber slows down digestion. It blunts the blood sugar spikes and take pressure off the insulin and the kidneys. So you eat your vegetables first. It's going to slow down your insulin spike because all the food behind that has to slow down, and it slows down the sugar being released, the glucose. So next, you're going to eat your protein second. Okay, you want your meats, your eggs, your fish, and then you're going to follow it up with healthy fats, and that's going to be your olive oil, avocado oil, nuts. Now, you want to do minimal starch or no starch. If you use it all, keep it small, and you want to eat it after the fiber, proteins, and fats because that's going to slow how fast it converts into sugar and goes in your bloodstream. And sugar, I'm not a proponent of sugar. There is zero health benefit to sugar, and it directly increases kidney stress through glycation and inflammation. So the next part, the best 12 foods to protect and support your kidney function. These are foods proven to reduce oxidative stress, inflammation, and kidney strain, especially in diabetics and early kidney disease. So number 1, red bell peppers. Low potassium, high vitamin C, B6, folate, fiber, lycopene. Then cabbage. It's going to be rich in vitamin C, K, folate, fiber. And then you got cauliflower, broccoli. This reduces inflammation, supports detox and pathways, high in vitamin C. And my favorite, leafy greens, you got mustard greens, turnip greens, dandelions. It's all high in vitamin K, folic acid, and antioxidants. Then you have garlic. All right. It supports blood pressure, inflammation, and kidney protection. Asparagus. This helps break down the uric acid. It supports urinary flow. But you want to avoid this if you're advanced in kidney disease. And the same way with like protein. You don't want a high protein diet if you're advanced on the kidney disease. So another thing is apples. The fiber in that binds to toxins in the gut, reduces cholesterol and inflammation. And you have different berries, high oxidants, antioxidants, and they protect the nephrons. They're kind of low sugar per cup, but they still have sugars in them. If you're really trying to withdraw from sugar and get off of sugar totally, I don't recommend those right away. Same way with like the apples. Then you have extra virgin olive oil. So the oleic acid reduces inflammation and supports vascular health. You've got melons. They hydrate because they're full of water. They have antioxidants. They're rich in it. Especially watermelon. It has lycopene in it too. And then you got ginger. It's been shown to protect kidneys from diabetes, dehydration, and oxidative stress. And the last thing, turmeric with black pepper, which is cumin and piperine. It's a powerful anti-inflammatory, and it supports kidneys and metabolism. But be careful with the piperine. It can prolong the half-life of a lot of drugs. You'll have to look into that. So now we're going to talk about the lifestyle levers that really matter. So with that plate that I talked about, the order of the food that you eat on there, and if you introduce those different kinds of foods, that's going to help your kidneys. But you also want to add in daily walking. I've talked about this in other videos. If you walk within 70 minutes after eating, it's going to lower your insulin spike. You got to hydrate. Your body's almost all water. Your brain, you need hydration. Make sure you do that. You're going to avoid sodas. Don't drink sodas. They're so bad for you. The carbonation, the sugar, it's not good. It's going to dehydrate you. You want to maintain a healthy weight, and doing these things, you'll slowly bring your weight down. Avoid smoking. Smoking is a vasoconstrictor. It tightens down your blood vessels. That increases the pressure going to those kidneys. So you got to quit smoking. You want to keep your blood pressure controlled. Smoking, blood pressure, you want to keep those down so you don't have that constant pounding of pressure on the kidneys. So keeping the blood pressure controlled and limiting excessive protein if your kidney disease is advanced. You also want to avoid ultra-processed food. Every one of these reduces the kidney's workload. And then all this information I'm sharing with you today comes directly from peer review research, but you should always do your own research. When your doctor tells you something, when I tell you something, when the news says something, when you see a video on YouTube, TikTok, whatever, you want to look up and do your own research. Don't follow anybody blindly. And I'll place some of the links down in the description below so you can see where I got my information. So we're going to wrap this up. Your kidneys are not failing because they're weak. They're failing because they've been under pressure for too long. Relieve the pressure and your body can begin to heal. So if you're in the early stages, especially if you've just been told you have microalbuminuria, you may be far closer to improving than what you think. So what I want you to do is first download the free guide I have down in the link below, the 6 steps to reversing diabetes naturally. Your kidneys want to heal, your body's been designed to heal, and it gives you the right conditions. And you may be surprised what changes in just a few months. I'm David Baker. Fix the food, fix the body. All right. Stay encouraged, and I'll see you in the next video.